Your clients have stressors and responsibilities that are preventing them from getting to where they want to go. As a business owner, you have the pressure of delivering value to the people that you work with, building a business towards the future, all while managing your own personal self-care, your loved ones, and maintaining some semblance of life outside of work. The pressures can mount on top of each other. So what do? Well, I can tell you that it's not easy, but cultivating a mindset of gratitude, the ability to detach from emotion and look at the world in an objective fashion, being able to focus on control and acceptance, and maintaining a perspective of gratitude and optimism can be your superpower. I was first introduced to the philosophy of Stoicism by author Ryan Holiday. Ryan Holiday has written books like The Obstacle is the Way, which was featured on my top 5 books every online coach needs to read, as well as Ego is the Enemy, and Stillness is the Key, and another one of my personal favorites, The Daily Stoic. I've read all of his books, and I've subscribed to his newsletter, and I find myself referencing his works every single day with the clients that I work with. So what is Stoicism? Stoicism is a philosophical school of thought that originated in ancient Greece, popularized by philosophers such as Zeno, Epictetus, Seneca, and perhaps the most famous Stoic, Marcus Aurelius. Yes, that same Marcus Aurelius from the movie Gladiator. Stoicism focuses on self-accountability, rationality, and the acceptance of the things that are without our control, meaning the things that we can't directly impact. When it comes to facing negative situations, Stoicism provides a phenomenal reframe that allows us to refocus and build towards the future, overcoming those negative circumstances. Here are some things I've learned from Ryan Holiday and those Stoic philosophers that allowed me to become a better coach and business owner. We need to recognize what we can control. The first step in using Stoicism is to recognize that some things are not within our control. For example, you can't control the weather or the way people treat you, but you can control your response within those situations. By focusing on what you control, you can focus on creating action and moving meaningfully forward in a positive manner. This can help you feel more empowered and less helpless in the face of negativity. A valuable question you can ask yourself in any situation is, what can I do right now to make a meaningful effect? Then, go ahead and do that one thing and watch your whole demeanor change. This applies to your own life as well as your work with clients. Adopting this mindset allows you to reframe these obstacles as opportunities and is actually the precursor to action. When recognizing the things that we can't control, we also have to practice acceptance. This is another key principle of Stoicism. When we accept things that are not within our control, it can greatly reduce the anxiety we feel about them. Instead of fighting against negative situations, instead, try to accept them for what they are and move towards meaningful action. I want to make sure I hit this home really specifically. Acceptance does not mean that you give up in the face of adversity. Instead, it means that we can't control those things and we need to do our best to navigate around them or through them. We and our clients are both people, and people are going to do people things. They're either going to fight, freeze, or flee in the face of any threat. It's an evolutionary reaction. These are survival adaptations, and they all stem from resisting the world as it's coming at you. But life is going to happen at the speed of life. When we accept, we're able to act. When life puts up a wall, look for a door. We also have to be able to maintain perspective. When we're faced with challenging situations, it's very easy to lose perspective and get overwhelmed. We either zoom in too far and lose sight of the big picture, or we zoom out and catastrophize and forget that one stressful event is just a moment in time. When you maintain a solid sense of perspective, you don't get bogged down within any negative situations, and you're able to see how you can navigate those and act accordingly. The goal in any situation is to find solutions. Try to view the situation for what it is and how it fits within the grand context of your life. Remember that everything is temporary and a negative situation is just a moment in time. A bad 10 minutes doesn't mean you had a bad day. Negative situations eventually pass. That perspective allows you to see that the 10 minutes in the grand scheme of a whole day is just a moment, and that too shall pass. Negativity has a distinct way of filtering the way you look at things. When one bad thing happens, all of a sudden you have this filter over your eyes and everything you see is a little bit darker and a little bit more nefarious. 10 bad minutes within 24 hours is a very small percentage of your day. This next one was something I had never heard of before, but Stoics often use a strategy called negative visualization. Negative visualization helps us look at the worst case scenario and how our life is actually still pretty good. By imagining the worst case scenario, we can become a lot more grateful for the life that we have, as well as prepare for the future should that situation ever arise. I use this with clients all the time whenever they feel stuck. To use negative visualization, simply imagine the worst case scenario within any event that happens. For example, if you hate your job, imagine what it would be like if you didn't have a job and you were homeless and you were unable to work for a living. This can help you appreciate the current job that you do have and spur action towards working to find a new one. It could be a lot worse. Yeah, but it could be a lot better. And the difference between those two scenarios is action. You'd be really surprised how truly not that bad situations are when you imagine those worst case scenarios. The problems that we face in our day-to-day life in 24 can be referred to as what are called champagne problems or problems of abundance. Oh no, social media is so negative. Oh dang, I have to take my kid to the doctor. Imagine if the negativity that you saw on social media was actually negativity in your community of people coming at you with pitchforks and fire. A lot different. Or imagine if taking your kid to the doctor, you didn't have health care and your child passed away. These are real situations in some places on the planet. There are civil wars happening right now, and there are people that are unable to take advantage of healthcare. These things do exist, but we are not dealing with them. That will easily shift your mindset in an instant. Lastly, Stoicism teaches us that we need to cultivate resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from negative situations and keep moving forward. By cultivating resilience, you build better coping and are better able to handle negativity in the future. You emerge stronger from these experiences. To cultivate resilience, focus on building your coping strategies, building a community of people around you that support you, and by practicing self-care. This will build a stronger foundation and allow you more ability to cope with anything that comes your way. A strong mind, a strong body, and a strong spirit will make you invincible. The strongest people are not the ones that win when the circumstances are in their favor. They're the ones that overcome adversity over and over and over again. Nothing great ever happened without hardship. So welcome those challenges with open arms and use them as an opportunity to build evidence that you can overcome the hard things in life. Take them as opportunities to continue to level up. If you're able to do this with yourself, you become the benchmark for your clients to model themselves after. You become their biggest advocate and show them that they too can overcome hard things. They'll really see how strong they are. As a coach, being a Stoic is literally your ace card. Whatever it is that you're facing in your personal life or whatever challenges your clients are facing, Stoicism can be a valuable tool to develop coping and cultivate an attitude of resilience that will allow them to move through any challenge that comes in their way. Whatever it is that you're facing in your personal life or whatever your client is facing along their journey, Stoicism can be a valuable tool in coping with negative situations. It allows you to handle even the biggest challenges with strength and grace. Remember that Stoicism is not about denying our emotions or ignoring our problems, but rather how to live a meaningful life in the face of adversity. Truthfully, the hardest part about applying Stoicism to coaching is showing your clients that they can no longer blame the world for their lack of progress. They are no longer victims of circumstance, and they're also very lucky to have you as a guide in their corner. Ryan Holiday introducing me to Stoicism really did change my mindset and unlock a deeper meaning to the coaching process, and I hope it did for you as well. If you're interested in more of the mindset side of coaching, make sure to comment below and let me know what you'd like to learn about. In the meantime, feel free to watch my videos on how to earn more money as an online coach. Stay strong.